Hello and welcome back to the last part in this tutorial series of design to code. In the first part, we designed this blog travel website, as you can see right here. And the second part, we lay out the HTML, and the third part, we write our CSS in the third part. And in this part, we add our JavaScript to add some interactivity to our website. So let me show you the finished project with the JavaScript. This is the finished project with the JavaScript. This is what we'll be working on today. If I choose this icon right here, responsive, I'm gonna make the menu icon right here works. As I click, as you can see, it shows, and each one of these items comes one at a time. When I click this close icon here, I can see if I fade away one at a time. And once I click the search icon right here, we get this nice animation with a search box right here. And when I click again, it disappears with this nice animation. And when I scroll, the navigation sticks as we scroll and follows us. When I go back up, it goes back to normal. So we're going to be doing those three in this video. So without further ado, let's get started. So this is where we left off in the last week video, and we're going to pick it up from there with the JavaScript. So I have my code editor open right here, and if you've been following along, you'll probably be here by this point, but we'll leave a link in the description below to the starter folder, and also the first part, second part, and the third part, so you can catch up if you want to. So the JavaScript is already linked, so find your JS folder right here and open the main.js right here. I will resize my code editor so it can be side by side by the weather browser. So first thing, let's make this icon works. Right now it's not working, so let's start with the icon. So we're going to create some variables. The first variable will be a variable that hold a whole header right here. So it's something like accounts, call it header, documents, that query, selector, and I will select my header class. If you take a look right here, we had our header with a header class right here. That's what we're selecting right here. After that one, we will select each one of the header items, then each one of these. Let me close this one out. So to do that, we will create another variable. I will call it menu items. Today will be instead of header. Since we are inside of the header right here, to grab these, we can just select this header right here, which is this one right here, and then inside of it we just say query. Instead, this time it'll be all. Create selector all, because we have more than one, so we want to select them all. So it will be header underscore list. Make sure you add a period because it's a class list. So let's see them. Say console log menu items. Save this. I right click and choose inspect. You see right here we have a node list which contains one of our header lists right here. So we're gonna loop through them to do the animation. So I will get rid of this for now. Now we're gonna get this icon right here. So we will do another variable counts mobile menu handler, and that will be header query selector to the header to underscore mobile, and then again the header to underscore mobile, two dashes icon. Now we will grab the actual this whole thing that contain the menu item. So say counts mobile menu, and one more, the close button. I call it close mobile menu. And this one is an ID, so we set a hash close. It's now I had ID called close menu. I save this. Now nothing happens here. Now we need to add an event listener to this button right here. Once we click it, we want to show this. So once we click it, we will show these backs and fade this one in one at a time. If you take a look at our last week tutorial for the SASS, the styling, if you go inside the layout and headers that SCSS, we take a look inside of the header list right here. By default we had opacity of 0, and then once we add a class show, we set the opacity to 1. So that's what we do for each individual item. So let's take care of that. So we will attach an event listener to the mobile menu handler right here. So I would say mobile menu handler, the add event listener, and we listen to the click. As soon as we click, we're going to grab our mobile menu right here. Mobile menu, the class list. I'm going to add the class active. Make sure don't put any period right here. Just leave it like this, class active. I save it. Now let's click it. I can see it shows, but when you click it's not working, and the menu item are here, but you can't really see them. So let's fade them in. So as you can see right here, let me close this one real quick. We're fading one at a time. So it usually take 3.5 seconds to fade each one of these in. So this one will take 3.5 seconds to fade in. This also 3.5 seconds. That's a transition duration. So we need to fade this one in first after the 3.5 seconds, and this one after this one. So we're gonna loop through each one of them, and I will use up for each loop to do that. So we grab this right here that hold all the header list. So I say menu item for each. Inside here I say function, and for each loop it takes 3 parameters. The first parameter is the current item that is being looped through. The second one is the index, the current item being looped through, and then the third one is the array itself. In this example, we only need the current and index, so we don't need this one. So I will leave the array out, and here I will just put menu. So the index, we hold the number. So for example, let me just cancel like the index right here. So I say cancel the log. First I will log the menu first and this index. I save this, nothing happens here, but as soon as I click this one and inspect it, you can see we had them right here. Then you can see it. This is the first one, index is equal 0. The second one is 1 and 2 all the way to 4. So with that, will help us animate them each at a time, one after the other. So what we do, we use another function. Sorry. With the set. Oh, one second. With the set timeout. And we run a function. So what set timeout is, it will take, you will run a function right here, and then you specify a time. So first one I say like 200 right here, it's milliseconds. So I say 2000, that's 2 seconds right there. So what set timer we do it will run whatever you put right here after this amount of time. So if I say console, let's just say alert hello, right? As soon as I save it, we wait after 2 seconds and then alert hello. So let me save it, and you will see. Once I click, remember we had to click on this first, the handler first. Now after 2 seconds, we, as you can see, say hello. So that's what set timeout does. So we're gonna wait after a certain amount. So we're gonna wait after a certain amount to fade each one of these in. So we grab the first one. So menu, we add a class list called show. If I save this right now and I click here, watch what happen. Wait for 2 seconds, and they all show up after 2 seconds, but we want one of them at a time after the other. So what we do is the transition on each one of these, I don't know if you can see it. Once again, we have transition for 3 seconds right here. 3 seconds. No, sorry, not 3 seconds, 0.3 seconds. So we want to do that for each. We want to wait after 0.3 seconds to fade the first one in, and the next one, and the next one. So what we do is we grab 300 times the index. For example, the first one is high index 0. So you say index time index. So the first one we fade in right away, and the second one will be 300 times 1, and the next one be 300 times 2. and so forth until if it run through all the 5 of them. So let's save this and try it again. So I click this show. As you can see, the show right away, but we want to wait this one for the full thing to fade in first and then this one to show. So let's say add one to it. So the first one we take a 300 millisecond to fade in. The second one will be index. So let me show you real quick. The first one will be 0 plus 1 will be 1 times 300, and the second one, the index will be 1 plus 1 will equal 2, and then be 2 times 300 will be 600, and so on and so forth. I hope that makes sense. So let's try that again. Let me click it. I can see. Now wait a little bit before it shows this one. Let me refresh it again. As you can see, now you can play around with it. Let me say 350. As you can see, let me say like 3 seconds, so 3000. Save this. Now I'm gonna wait for 3 more seconds, another 3 more seconds, and so forth. So I will leave it to 350 for this example. Now once we click it, we need to close it again. Once we close this, we want to remove this class again and then close this one out. So we're just gonna do the process of this. So we have our close menu right here, so that's what we're gonna do. So I'm just gonna copy this whole thing right here, come down here and say close mobile menu. Close mobile menu. When we click it, first we want to remove these classes. Let me uncomment this first. I want to remove these classes. So this become, instead of add, remove. And we set this one to be 250, so it's gonna be a lot faster. So let me show you how it works. So once we click it, it shows them right here. Now when we click this again, as you can see, it disappears. Now after they are finished disappearing, this one too will disappear. So what we do is very simple. We set it another set timeout. So we copy this, come down here, I will grab this right here, the mobile menu right here. We're gonna remove the class active after all of these are removed. So we're gonna use our menu right here, menu item. We grab the total amount, so we have 5 of them, and we're gonna use the length property on it plus 1. So let's try that. So I click, it shows one at a time. I click again, we're gonna remove them all, and then it disappears. So that's it for the mobile session. Next, I'm gonna work on the search, which is very simple. We click, it shows. We click this one, it disappears. So let's do that. Let me close this one out, create more variable for the search. So I say cons search handler, which is this thing right here. It'll be our header, that query selector. Remember, it's wrapped around a container called set search, and this is the button that hold this icon. So we're gonna grab that site search and then the button inside of it. Then we need to grab the form itself, the search form. So we duplicate this as a search form, and this one, it won't be header, so document, it will just be document. So we're grabbing this now, this search right here, to be document, create selector, search. It will just be search, and then we're gonna grab a close button, or say close search form. So it's gonna be the, since inside of this we're gonna grab, just do search form query selector, and then grab the close button. So it's a close, it's an ID search. Save this, nothing happens. So let's add an event listener to this. So I'm gonna copy this real quickly and change and put search right here, paste right here. So first gonna be search handler, add event listener. Once we click it, let me uncomment, remove this. Once we click it, we grab the search form, class list, and then add class called active. Save it. Now let's try. As you can see, now when we click this, it doesn't go anywhere. Remember, in our header.scss right here, oh no, not header.scss, set our search, go to component search right here. We have these two classes, the active and the active one. The active, we slide the search component in, and the active we slide it out. So right now we're just sliding in. So when we click this, no, not that one. Once we click this, it fade in. When we click this one, we want it to fade out and go to this side. So let's do that. So we had a closed search form right here. So let me just copy this. So instead of add, it will be remove. We save this. Now let's try it. Here, and click this. It just like flashes and remove it. Because if we take a look, let me make this one actually larger. As a matter of fact, inspect this real quickly. I put this one right here so you can see what I'm talking about. We have our search right here. This is where we add in our class to. So once I click this, you can see the active class is right here, and it had our sliding animation. But once we close this, it will remove the active class, right? But we need to also add this active class right here. So just duplicate this, and now we add the active class. So we save this. Now let's try it. Now the active class added, as you can see right here. Once close it, now that the active class is added and the active class is removed. When we click this again, the active class added and it's removed. So to make a better, we need to remove also the active class when we add the active class also. So I will say the active here also. So when I click this, the active class added, I click this, the active class also is added. Once I click this again, the active class added and the active class removed. So I hope that makes sense. So that's that does search. Now left work on the menu, the sticky menu, as you can see right here. So let's create more variable. Tap here. So I will just say sticky header. There's only going to be one variable that we need, so we just got this const scroll amount. I will set it to 200. The scroll amount is the how far we want to scroll before we make our header sticky. For example, on the finished project right here, watch, we got to scroll a little bit down, then it becomes sticky. So we just leave this one to be, this will be like 200 pixels. So let's work on that. So we can add an event listener to our header. So it's a sticky header right here. So I'm gonna grab this real quickly. Paste this. I will say header. No, sorry, not a header, but a window. The window right here as we scroll. And then we're gonna give it a scroll event listener. Then we're gonna create a variable called scroll. And this variable will show how far we have scrolled. Go window. Scroll Y. So let me cancel like that so you can see it. So we right click and inspect, and right here inside of the console, watch what happens as I start scrolling. Oh, not this one, right here. This is the finished project right here. This is what we're working on right now. Now watch what happens when I start scrolling. As you can see, the numbers are changing. So it says now it has 74 in pixel. When we reach the top, it reaches 0. So let me close this one out. So inside our header, the SCSS, we had this class called fix that we're gonna add to it, to our header, to make it sticky. So let's do that. So first we're gonna check if you have scrolled this amount 200. So I say if scroll, the amount how far we can scroll is greater or equals to our scroll amounts. Then we grab a header, then we add class, we add the fix class, else we grab again the header. Let me just copy this. Now we remove it. We save it. Now watch what happens. Now it's stick right here. But once we go back up less than the 200, it disappear and it go back here again. Stick and everything still works. Close it. Our nice animation right here. And that's it. That's it for the JavaScript. So we make this menu works. The search component to work, and our header to be sticky with scroll. So this is the final project right here. Our nice little travel blog here. I hope you really like it. And if you have any question, leave them in the comment section below. And really like it if you like and subscribe and hit the bell notification icon. So next week you'll be notified of my new video. Thank you again for watching. And until next time, have a great one. Bye.